Hello, this is Ron Spiegelhoff. Today we're going to show you on tips and tricks how to cut a panel of large length and also using a Hilti track saw. With that being said, I'm going to saw it and then we're going to edge band it, and you can do this in the field very easily. You can do a number of different type of applications. You can use a regular saw with some kind of a support so you can get a straight cut, but actually the best way to do it is with a track saw. Now Hilti has supplied this track saw and it's a very good saw, and we are going to show you the proper use of it today. So at this point I'm going to saw this edge band. You can see the edge band is here. We're going to have a raw edge when we get done. And for those of you that have not used a track saw, I've got a track here and it's set up with a clamp on that end and a clamp on this end, and also our measurement. You measure across the panel to the exact same width you want on both ends, and that'll give you your exact straight edge, and you can go ahead and start sawing this board. And this is called a track saw because it runs on a track. As you can see, it has a lower track in the bottom side of the saw. The track is set up here for keeping it straight. It's also a plunge saw, and how you do that is you plunge the saw. You can see the blade coming down. You got to push this lever forward and the blade will come out. Right now, as you can see, the blade is retracted. Once I start sawing, I will push it forward, the blade will come down, and it will cut it. At this point, we're going to start sawing. As long as you keep the saw straight into the tracks, you're going to get a nice straight cut. As you can see, it's a nice straight cut. This is the cut-off piece, and here's what's left of the board. Now, at this point, we are going to remove the track, and then we're going to edge band it. All right, we're now going to apply our edge banding. This is a heat-on or a glue-on type edge banding. As you can see, there's a little bit of glue on the back side of this thing. I've already got my iron heated up, and we're going to apply it with an iron. There's another way we can do it, and I'm going to show you that in a minute with a heat gun and using a roller behind it. I also use a roller always behind applying edge bandings just to make sure that it gets set pretty good. So this is an unfinished edge band. We are going to have to put finish on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my iron. I'm going to heat up the edge banding. We're going to go along real slow so the iron has time to work through the wood and heat it up. You'll be able to smell some of the glue coming off of that. And the edge banding is wider than the board. The board is 3/4 of an inch thick. The edge banding is at 1 1/4 inches. Sometimes you'll get it at 3/4 of an inch. You've got to have it right on at that point. Right now, I like using a little bit wider edge banding because it's a little easier for me to work with, because it's easier to router off. Some people use a tool that cuts the extra edge banding off. I like to use a router with a flush cutting bit with a bottom end roll or bearing on it, and you'll see that in a minute. And I'm just going to roll that edge band just to make sure that it's nice and tight. Give it a little bit of an edge on the top edge so that doesn't split. Now we're going to double check the edge banding, make sure it's set. Just pull on it real lightly. If it loosens up, you got to reheat it up and reset it. Looks like everything's pretty good. This is called a flush cutting bit with a bottom bearing on it, and the bottom bearing, as you can tell, it rotates. So I can run that bearing right on the wood, and it's not going to damage it, providing you do not have any loose material or glue or anything on that bearing. If that bearing's nice and clean and tight, it's going to be just fine. Always want to make sure the bearing is workable, that it's not bound up or something. Make sure it's really smooth operation. Now I'm using a cordless router. Going to put it right on here. The ball bearing rides on the wood like that, and the bit cuts the edge off. But if that bearing is not loose and it's picking up stuff like you can see it's picking up right now, you have to clean that bearing off every time after you get done using it to make sure it's nice and clean. But as I'm routering this, you can see that that bearing, it stays put, the blade spins. Now that we've routed off our edge band, I'm going to take a 180 grit sandpaper and I'm going to sand this. As you can see, the color looks different than the panel does because this is raw wood. So when we get done finishing it, it's going to end up being the same exact color. I take, and on my sanding block, I'm hitting it a little bit right on the edge, the upper edge. That's taking off any glue that would be sticking up here. As you can see, there's some glue right there that was sticking up. I'm scuffing that off. And I'm also scuffing the face of it, so it gives me a little bit for the finish to adhere to. You always want to feel it with your fingernail. If you feel an edge that sticks up, you got to sand it off a little sticking up right here. Going to sand it off. All right, that looks like it's getting to be pretty good. All right, now we're going to put the tape on the edge band. We're going to put it along the edge of the panel and just leave a little bit of that edge band exposed, or the panel exposed, because we're going to put a finish on here that is going to match in, make this blend in perfectly. And the type of finish that we're going to be using today is, it's a lacquer-based spray can. It's a dull rub finish. And you can get that in all kinds of different finishes. Dull rub, satin, gloss, whatever your panel is, that's kind of what you want to use. So at this point, I've got the panel taped off. Now, one thing to keep in mind, if your panel, this particular panel is a clear finish on this panel. If your panel has a stain, it will come with a stain from the factory that you apply in right now at this point to the edge banding. If it doesn't have a stain and it's just clear, I'm just going to use a clear lacquer spray and I'm going to spray that edge banding. I'm going to give it the first coat. It's going to be a nice heavy coat. I'm going to let it dry. I'm going to give it a second coat. The second coat's coming right now. One thing to keep in mind is you don't want to have overspray going over the top of your tape. If you do get that, you're going to start seeing a dullness to your panel. And we don't want that. So now that I've sprayed it, lacquer doesn't take very long to dry. It'll be dry by the time I get the tape pulled off. And there's our panel with the new edge band applied.